Actually, I just come into this chat right now. I only heard from the man, but I've not heard from the woman.
So why can't you
I don't
have
know what the
patience to
woman.
hear from the woman contribute?
Okay, maybe I need to contribute to check that if I did not hear from the woman, I not say okay.
You can contribute, but you cannot give a better contribution. That is what I'm saying. You should have hear both of them. But go ahead.
Well, if what the man is saying is true,
You
I
see?
don't know whether the wife confirmed or the girlfriend or whoever it is, the house. If what the man is saying is true, all these things are true, what I want to say is all about going to this. But the time that the problem, they go to the parents, the parents will not talk to them. Both parents will take care of them. But if she's refusing to go to the parents and try to come to, well, like,
And that is why I say if you call anybody that is calling, if you have not listened to both parties, you don't need to call and give that contribution. You must listen to both parties. Thank you. Good evening, your name and where you are calling from. Please speak up. Help me speak up. Help me speak loud because please. Good afternoon, your name and where you are calling from.
yeah,
Speak up, please.
yeah, my name is Chris Kelly. I'm calling from Aware.
You are talking to the public, you are not talking to me. If you call the line, you have to be audible enough for the viewers to also listen to your contribution.
I am being an as example. Can you hear me now?
Yes, go ahead.
I said my name is Chris Kelly and I am calling from Aware.
Please help us search the money you transfer to her. We want to see.
That's what I'm trying to get.
Go ahead, please.
A lot of transfer.
I actually listened to part of the story of the man, and why I have called is to make a point. Most of the things this man said, the woman did not agree to them,
Yeah.
and there is a fact that could lead to try and find out most of these things. I'd like you people to try to find out about that transaction that the man said he said to this woman. I think from there we can start knowing who is lying and who is telling the truth. Because most of these things are not evident.
Yeah.
They are the things that are between them and maybe the kids. I want to advise the bringing of the kids thing. Kids are always in their mother's favor.
Yeah.
So you people should be careful when you want to ask these children about what has been happening. Kids are mostly in their mother's favor. They may, because they spend much time with their mother, try to manipulate something. But then there are other ways we can find out what is actually happening. From the way, the reaction of that woman, I think you people should be very careful with the way you deal with this issue. So the man should provide evidence that they because the woman did not agree with most of this, even the ones that sounded like it is actually possible to have happened. She is not saying yes to anyone. And once people are denying everything, there is a red flag to it.
Yeah.
At least there should be some of them that you say, okay, this one happened.
And
So
this is the reason.
everything that man said is actually not true. That is why I'm worried. At least some, you should say, this one happened, but it's not like this. But she virtually is not agreeing with anyone. That is where I have a problem.
What is your name, sir?
That is my point. Yeah.
Your name?
Hello? Hello, ma.
Your name?
My name is Equip Kelly. Equip Kelly. I called from Owerri.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, your name and where you are calling from.
Yeah, my name is Elutumosu.
Turn down the volume of what you are watching from. I beg you people, and I'm going to be dropping your call if I hear my voice.
Sorry, my presence. Sorry, my presence.
Go ahead, sir.
My name is Elutumosu. I'm calling from Istanbul, Turkey.
Okay.
I've been following what is going on. But to me, I would say that what one was saying, there is 70% in what he was saying.
Okay, to
Because
you.
if you can check from the body language, you know, I'm a married man, I have my own family, and I know how I live with my family, and I know what a woman would do to me that I won't like, you know. For a man, you know, give man to his pocket and then go outside and to go to his wife car, that really shows that he really loves his wife. You know, to me, I would say that maybe there are some places that the woman is not doing well, and I think maybe you will help to address it. So that's what I wanted to consider.
Thank you, sir.
That's one. Thank you.
Good evening, your name and where you are calling from.
Hello?
Your name and where you are calling from.
My name is Blessing, calling from Ikorodu.
Go ahead.
Yeah, please. What I want to say is that both of them gave us two different complaints. What the man is saying is different from what the woman told us. So I would like you, President, to at least ask them some vital questions. The woman said if the man brought in another wife, married a small girl that used all her property, I want you to find out the truth so we know how to tackle this. But otherwise, I think both of them still want to marry. From the look of things, the man wants to marry, the woman wants to marry. And you just look for a way to settle them.
Thank you.
But I would love you to really investigate because the woman's complaint is different from what the man said. All the points the woman made, we don't know whether it's true or not. And what the man said to you, we don't know whether it's true or not. So I know you use your good office and investigate properly.
Thank you, ma'am.
But because children are involved, we have to probably settle them. Look for a way for resolution.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much for your good work.
Thank you.
God bless you and your husband.
Amen. And you too. Good evening, your name and where you are calling from.
Yeah, good evening. My name is Winston. I'm here from the United Arab Emirates.
Speak loud.
My name is Winston, calling from the United Arab Emirates.
Go ahead. Have you seen
I
it?
just want to
I haven't heard of this thing.
thank
So
you.
remember the next one.
I think the both has their own things. They have their issues. They have their own problems. The man has the problem, the woman has the problem. And I want them to go home and settle themselves. They should not come and try to blackmail each other. Because we know how families being home. So it's better for them to go and settle themselves. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, sir. I have 7 people left. Your name and where you are calling from. Hello? Good evening. Who is speaking?
Yeah.
Sorry, we can't hear you. Hello? Lucky. Are you, is the phone on speaker? Are you in a, sorry? That line is echoing, call back. Your name and where you are calling from, please.
Hello, good morning. I'm calling from Arizona. My name is Obi Amadi.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me? Yes, I'm calling from Arizona, USA.
Go ahead.
Okay, I have some questions for you. So, thank you for the effort you guys are keeping to keep starting things here.
Thank
What I'm
you.
saying on this problem of matters before you is by listening to it, I believe it's a very long and lengthy complaint, and you guys have to be very careful when you are going to be taking it out and let's avoid misuse from it. And the wife and the husband, I believe, in certain things the man is saying, because I'm an evil guy, I will have culture. I believe you as a Nigerian, at the time, a woman supposed to be listening to the husband. So, as human beings, the wife doesn't have rights. So, in this issue, you're going to have to use your own wisdom to treat it. I believe the God wisdom in you and your husband will help to bring these two people together. That is what I'm trying to contribute. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Your name and where you are calling from?
Hello.
Now your name and where you are calling from, please.
Okay. Okay. I'm calling you from Norway.
Austin from Norway. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you very much. I don't want to talk too much.
Can you speak loud? Can you speak loud, please? Thank you, sir.
For me, when you look at it, this woman, look at the way she's just like we are moved down, if people get tired. For your husband,
Can you speak loud a little? Can you speak loud a little so that they can hear you?
Madam, okay, after this is why it will be mad of fire. Marriage is not a
If you are really talking like a married man or a matured man, do you have any reason to say the man should leave the woman alone or a woman should leave the man alone? He's tired. Is the man answerable to you, or even if you are his father? Some of you even talk, you don't talk like a sensible person. Hello, your name and where you are calling from?
I'm calling you from.
Are you on a top Okada?
No, I'm not. George is always with kind of, well, try and speak, and I'll speak loud.
Go ahead.
Well, I believe any marriage that the foundation is online, that marriage is meant to fail. For the man not to have researched about the woman, finding out that the woman has been once married before. You know? So some of these issues are what has prompted what we have. But here is the solution. And I believe if the woman really wants to make the solution, she will do it. She has to visit the man's mother, the parents, the family of the people, of the man that she's married. Why is she scared to go and approach them? Is that something that is hindering her from going to meet the family of the man? She should go and meet them. I don't know why. I listened to the other side of the story when she was talking about the man leaving the house and not coming back. Which man will leave his house for day? I wouldn't want to come back. It's very difficult, you know. Not to talk about the house that you built with your own money. But there is something wrong there. I don't know where that my ex was the beginning of the relationship. And then the lady should leave. I am taking her. She should visit the man's family. I think that would be a big solution. That's what I think. Sorry for the wait because of the weather.
I hear you very well. I'm coming to Jos. I like the name instead of son. Thank you. Your name and where you are calling from?
Yeah, you're calling from Dublin.
Go ahead.
My contribution is that I'm not looking at the two stories. The girl is not humble. She needs to be submissive to the husband. And the way the husband is talking that the problem she's having is that she doesn't cook. A woman is meant to cook or look after the children and the family. So the marriage might be good if the girl shows to be humble. That's my contribution. Thank you.
Thank you. Let him do that. Don't touch it, please. Hello, your name and where you are calling from?
Hello, good evening, woman. I'm calling from Jenny. My name is Rob.
Your name and where you are calling from? Your name and where you are calling from? Your name and where you are calling from?
Hello, my name is Abdul. I'm calling from the group.
Go ahead, sir.
Okay. To me, I'm a married man too. This gentleman there has made a very big mistake. In the sense that how can you allow your married woman selling beer in a house? How much you know you got to do to your home? You have to let me tell the truth. It's like, it's like to have that woman can you look at the direction of one wife, you don't know how to do it. If you want to divorce her, open the beer bottle for her. Picking it, you will sit down. How can you allow your wife, gentlemen, you made a very big mistake. How can you allow your wife to be selling beer at home? It's not a good thing. That's why I'm the contribution.
Thank you, sir. We have just three calls to attend to. But I have that interview. Your name and where you are calling from?
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
I'm calling from Italy. My name is Stella.
Go ahead, Stella.
Hello, can you hear me, ma'am?
Go ahead.
Okay, I'll be watching this program with from our observation. I think the woman needs to give some respect to this man. According to the man, the way he talks, I know two of them are right and wrong, but the man also needs to give this woman some faith, and the woman needs to give this man some respect. And if two of them still need this marriage, I think they should try a way to figure out this issue, because they have already had 4 children. This should not be the issue of losing this marriage. Please, ma'am, I so much respect you. I've been watching your program and I love how you address issues like this. May God continue to bless you, ma'am.
Amen. Thank you. 2 more call. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Your name and where you are calling from?
My name is Darius. I'm calling from Anzara.
Go ahead.
Okay, please, my own advice goes to the
Why is your voice going down?
I'm very sorry. I don't know whether it's my fault. Are you hearing me now?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Okay. So my advice goes to the man, you should just be patient. Every woman has this, and the woman too. She should just try and calm down. Because now it's not just the one-sided.
Speak up now. You talk a
You can't be
little.
one-sided in your marriage. So please, the woman should just try and relate with the other family too. So that will just save their marriage.
Thank you. The last caller. Your name and where you are calling from?
Yeah, I'm Mrs. Comfort calling from Tata.
Go ahead.
Yes, I've already looked at this issue as I've been watching it from the beginning. I would just agree with you that you should just talk to the lady, let her calm down. Any woman that wants to be a mother or wants to be a married woman should be able to prepare for the husband, take care of the home, and make the husband happy. We all are women. There is nothing we not do from men's hands. So we should try and make our own. Nobody can make it for us. Thank you.
Thank you. You are our last caller for today. Your name and where you are calling from? Come and pick this one. Well, I thought I gave you opportunity as a last caller, but since you can't speak, some other time we'll listen to you. Go with the phone. Quickly. Have you find the transfer, okay?
I have a lot of transfer to her here, but the dates of that one, I can't remember it. I don't know. Such a thing will come up. That's my problem now.
Okay.
The date of the day this thing had that I
Hold
do
on.
that transfer. I can't
Did your husband bought you a car that worth 3.something million, or did he buy you a car?
You bought a car. When you bought a car,
No, did he bought a car?
you bought a car to the house.
To
He
the
now
house?
Yes, he now said that he said that first of all, when you want, but he said he's buying the car for your daughter or your children to be taken to school. That's how we bought it.
Okay, full stop. Whether he bought the car for the children, who born the children, you Abi. Whether he bought the car for the building, who brought the car. Have you ever driven the car?
Yes, I took it to you.
It's alright. Who bought car that worth what? Well, a car is not 1,000. So who bought car that worth even 500,000 can equally give, cannot say they pay 17,500 naira. So you have the money, at least you can pay that. Then I want to ask another thing. Have you ever left home for 1 year? James, give them the phone. Since you can't find their land, give them the phone.
Okay,
I don't
come
need
and
that
take my
distraction.
phone. Let me keep it. Don't worry. The issue of me, I don't leave my house. I can never leave my home for anybody.
Have you ever left home for 1 year?
I have boys in which that work with me,
Yes.
including me, transporting ourselves from Ojota
Give him the phone.
to our house that costs each of us every day at least 1.8 per one person. I think the best thing for me to do is to get a smaller house for all of us to be staying. Weekly, I do go home. You understand?
You hold on. You rented an apartment.
Both for my boys. Sometimes I sleep with them there. Weekly, I go home based on transport issue and hold up.
Transport of 3 people. I thought you said you bought a car and you have a car.
Listen,
I'm listening very well.
the issue of sometimes I go weekly to my house is what I'm explaining.
That
Even
is
though you
what
have
I'm
a car,
saying.
if you live at Ikorodu, ask anybody lives at Ikorodu, they know
Yes.
what I'm saying.
So
It's not
you-
about you having a car.
So-
Where will you pass?
So you start. So people that don't that cannot rent apartment where they are working or where their office is, and they live in Ikorodu, they don't go back home. They
That
sleep
is
in
what
the
I
shop.
choose to do to enable my business and to less expenses for me.
At what point did you do that?
I did it of recent, and I watched that.
You did it of recent.
I did it of recent, and I watched that it's not even paying me. I decided for my boys to be staying there, and I go back to my house.
So you rented an apartment and
Yes.
you cannot even afford transport for you alone to go back to the house.
How much
You
is
started
it?
sleeping with the
No,
with the
get,
boys
get
there
what I'm
for
saying.
1 good year.
No, they don't leave. How can I leave my house for 1 good year for
So
home?
how long did you stay?
I stayed there for some months. Not some month means that I do go to my house weekly. You understand? I will leave on Monday morning, come back on Friday to spend the weekend with my family and go back the next Monday. That's how I do my business.
Okay, when she left home, did you for once bring any woman to the house that
Yes,
was
I
living
brought
with-
a girl to help my sister that she left the children with me for. I don't used to be in the house sometimes.
Was your mother in your house when she left for the
I
day?
called my mother over the issue and complained to her. She came.
Yes, and your sister
And I-
was there.
Eh?
And your sister was there.
My sister, the children, everybody was going to school. So I called my mom to
Your
come and
sister
say,
was
mother
going
to
to school.
Yes.
How old is your sister?
My sister then was 15, 16.
The one that just got married.
The one that just got married. I mean of them.
The incident happened when?
This very thing happened maybe from last year to this year.
Last year to this year.
Yeah, all this.
So your sister should be 17 years or even 16
No, she's
years.
more
So
than. I just mentioned the age. She's
Hey,
more than. I'm
hold on,
just
Oga.
trying to get when I start staying with her. You understand?
Nah, I'm not asking you
It
when you
is of
started staying
how
with
old
her.
she is now.
No, how old was she when your wife left to the village?
My sister, she's about 19 or 20. So
19 or 20?
yes.
And somebody of 19 or 20 that just got married last year cannot take care of your kids?
How many kids? 4 kids, including with her to school
And you
every
said
day.
your mom is there?
No, my mom was not there. My mother came, regardless of this matter, to at
Did
least.
your mom came to Lagos at all?
My mother came. I
And
called
stayed
her
how
to come
long?
and say, Mom. She came and she asked, so what is she? What have she done? So I said she is in her place. She was in my place and called her parents
Hmm.
and asked them, what are they doing about what just happened? Is that the way they do on their own side? The father said yes, unless I come with my people to their side, that there is nothing he can do. This is how my mother then left back to the village.
Okay, you now brought the girl in.
And I went to a woman who owns the little girl that even the girl, I put her in school just to make sure I'm not cheating anybody. I put all of them in the same private school. You understand? This girl is alive now. So I brought this girl in my home. She was taking care of my children.
Mm.
Then when I watched that this matter, I'm not really getting what I want. I said, despite whatever this woman was doing that makes me to have not maybe go to their place or do or bring her back by force. I called her and said, come back. Your children need your presence. This is she. She never called her this when I asked me about her children or anything about her children. Neither the children did she call them. Over 3 months and some weeks. This is she here. I am the one that forced her back to the house. She came back to now let me know that she did mistake by leaving the house.
What was the girl sleeping in my room?
You understand? The girl sleeps in my house.
In your room? Or
How? What evidence do you have that the girl is sleeping in my room? Even the girl likes to sleep. My house is my house.
So the
Sleeping
girl was
with you.
sleeping in your room.
The girl was not sleeping in my room. How can a girl I brought as a house
So
start
why,
sleeping in my
why are
room?
you sounding so stupid and so rude?
It's
Don't
she.
even do that.
She's
now.
putting
You
words
should
in my
respect
mouth.
yourself. Putting words in your mouth, you should say the right thing. And
That is not
do
what
that
I.
kind of
She's
thing.
only one that fabricated all these stories. Is it wrong for me to get a house help? I can get 10 if I have the money.
And with the herself be sleeping with you.
How will I sleep with a house girl? Did I sleep with her? Did a girl call you that I sleep with her?
So what now happened?
I didn't know.
how
She
did
came
the
up
girl
with a
learn?
story. No, when she is to come. Now I called the girl. Okay, oh, what I called you here for? Look at what that is going to happen. You will leave the house. We'll settle it and make up. The girl left on her own convenience. He never complained of anything. Nobody came to me for anything. It's only this woman that fabricated stories, start calling them this, that, and this and that. I don't want to respond because clear conscience they say fear no accusation. Did anybody come to me that did anything? It's only she that has been fabricating all kind of stories. But I don't know what she's up to. That's my problem here. I don't have problem
What is
with
she
my
up
home.
to her?
I don't know. I have never sent her out to leave my house because she has
But you said you throw her loads out to go out
She
of the
asked me
house.
to give her her load if I do not want her in. I gave her her load. She left. That
You
is how
give
it
her-
happened.
If your wife, you ask her, don't come into the house. Somebody that you keep in the house and you are the husband of the house, and you say, don't come into the house, go back to your village.
Yeah.
You ask somebody to go back to the village. She should go to the village naked.
One, what makes me to like ask for what I asked that day was that this lady has never been going out with anybody. And I told you we have been having issues. My mind when she left that day was I don't know where they went to. That I should keep her that long, a married woman. Which I
But
told
are
her.
you not supposed to allow her in first and both of you will settle the differences inside
Did she ask for
instead
that?
of staying
She did
there?
not ask
no,
for
you
that.
are the one that asked her
No.
to stay out there.
I
Because
told
if
her
you had
as a-
allowed her to come in, you would have, resolved the issue.
As a man,
or ask her the
I
question.
was
Or the
talking-
next day, you ask her, listen to me, now that you are growing weak more than me that married you, I think the best thing, arrange your things and go home. What kept now? One, you first said she has not been staying outside. She has not been keeping late. So somebody that has not been having such attitude started it overnight. It's not the way you go about it.
I didn't do anything. I asked her
You
simple
do a
question.
lot.
I said, listen to what I said. I said, why are you coming back here by this time? Only regarding the text message she sent to me, that even though she come back, I do not allow her in. That
Show
so
me
be
the text
it.
message.
No,
You
it's
have
not
the
that
text
there was a
message.
phone I was using before. I've sold the phone off.
No, anything
understand?
that is
That is
does not
where
have
Lucy was.
evidence, then there is no
And she
need
knows
of
what
you
I'm saying. I'm not
it.
lying. I'm not lying to get any benefit.
Go ahead.
I'm not sending the woman. She's the mother of my children. I'm not denying that.
So
school.
what
But
now?
the problem on board, I have said it here, it's not ordinary. She's more spiritually and her problem than whatever. It's not the thing that I will call people and start discussing. And even what the travel I did is for family liberation. It's one of the reasons why I called her we should travel. Because I know there are some things if I tell her she know will go.
Hold
Finally,
on.
she did not come.
Hold on.
What will I do again?
Madam, on the
I
second
don't send her out.
Okay, hold on.
That I'm not marrying her again. She's the one that's
Excuse me, I
fabricating
say
all-
hold on,
all
that I
kind of
keep you
stories.
quiet. You are talking over how many hours? You are taking my time. So you have to also keep quiet while I'm talking. Don't interrupt me. I want to ask you, have you been married before?
If I'm being married, I won't say, won't collect bride price from you. I've never been married before.
You've never been married before.
Never. Ever. I've never been married before.
Well,
You've
you
never
have
been
a
married
picture.
in your life
I've
before.
never been married in my life.
Did you have
before.
kids before?
When I was in secondary school, yeah, the baby
Speak
died.
up now. Open
I have
face
a
here
kid
and tell
the baby
me.
died.
You say?
I have a kid and the baby died.
You have a kid when you are in secondary school.
Yes.
So you've never been married
I have
before.
never, ever. If I been married according to Igbo culture, there is no way they will collect bride price from you.
They will
So,
collect bribe.
hold on.
They cannot
Let me-
collect bride
let me-
price.
Excuse me,
let- let-
excuse me, allow her to
No,
explain.
I'm trying to.
No,
I'm
allow her
not
to
speaking
explain.
for her. I'm trying to let you know something. In Igbo land, if a woman is married, as I'm married to her now, and I collect my bride price from her parent, she's free to get married to another man.
Yes.
Simple. Why would she come and tell you that if a man is married,
I
you cannot marry
want to
another man? It's a lie.
what is your proof that she's
She
married?
Huh?
What is your proof that
This
she
lie
was
that the
married?
child that she's claiming I'm talking about is it's not the child is with the father.
bring the picture.
Father
Bring the
of
picture.
who?
The story when they told me and who told me, get everything clear. But I was nobody, it's not my problem.
Mr.
I've
James,
never had that as my problem.
excuse me, let me
But
tell
I get
you.
her to know that
Mr. James,
I
you
know how
listen
to-
to me. You listen.
I'm never disturbed her because of that.
Hold on.
Uh,
For whatever reason, if you come to the public to say anything that you are not sure of,
I'm sure of what I'm
that
saying.
is the formation of character, and you have to
Are you sure?
provide us the proof. Because you can't say somebody is married while he has never been
She
married.
is.
Do you have the proof?
There is a proof. Let's go to her family.
Which one?
What?
Her
Her
Let's
family
go to her
house.
family.
family house. Was I staying with somebody when you met me or not? Was it my village boy that I was staying with when you
The
met
issue
me?
here,
Why
is
do you
that
lie?
I really want to
Why are
know
you
where
lying?
the woman is going because I
I'm not
don't
even to
know where
investigate.
she
If you say that you
from.
never brought a woman
What
to
that
the house,
brought me here is
or
what
he's
I
not
don't even
following
know.
a sugar mommy, or you never left the
What
house
kind
for 1
of
year. Please, you
stories
should go
upon
and
stories
make
of nothing?
investigation. Make
What is this
investigation
woman
on
problem?
this. Let's know
Now
who's right.
overfeeding what they
Yeah.
give this woman, I they disturb
You're
her.
overfeeding
What
me.
is the
Tell
problem
imagine
for?
the insult.
Who feed person and shit?
What is the problem for?
Excuse me, who feed person as creation?
I don't know what the problem is like.
Listen
This
to
is what
me.
I've been passing through.
You are making
Trouble
noise.
upon trouble,
You are making
problem upon
noise.
problem. I don't know what the problem is for.
You are making noise in my office. You are just constituting nuisance
Not
here.
so. I'm only
No.
trying to clear my conscience.
No
I
matter
don't
the
know what the
conscience,
problem
you
is.
should talk like a reasonable person. You don't talk like a responsible
No,
person.
I have never. I said I don't know
What
what this
is
problem
food? Your mates are feeding people
understand?
millions outside.
I
They are
am-
making
I am
noise
feeding
here.
more- I'm feeding
You are
more than one
feeding
person.
one person. You are talking
I am
rubbish.
feeding more than one
Are
person.
you not
And
supposed
she's
to feed?
stressing me.
Excuse
That's
me.
my problem. I'm feeding more than one person. And she's giving me trouble. Restless in my house. I can't sleep. I can't have a
need my
comfort
kids. I
home
don't know
as a
where they
man.
kept my kids.
What is the
I'm
problem?
looking for my kids. I can't find my kids.
What is the problem? What problem? What is the problem? That's what I want to know. If you want to marry a married woman, you stay as a married woman. If you don't want, open up and tell what the problem is. You brought me to human rights. For what?
You know, apart from the case you could bring, I can still treat my own case with you in this office.
No
Any of you
problem,
could still
madam.
reside
Do
in
what
my
you're supposed to
office
do
here.
as we are here already. I don't have any issue with anybody. I'm only trying to know what is my problem so I can resolve it. That's all.
You can do all this shouting and all this noise in your house, not in my house. You must compose yourself and behave well. No, but none of you is a kid here, and you cannot shout in my office here. For whatever reason, don't try that. Your husband complained that you chased the siblings that are living with you people out. Have you ever for one day asked those children to stay outside for whatever reason, and he came back to the house, met the siblings outside? Yes or no? I just want yes or no.
I did not chase her outside. She came. She left. I was inside the house. She left. So I was asking the younger brother, where is your sister? He said she doesn't know. He doesn't know where she went. So when she now came back, she didn't tell me anywhere when she was going out. When she now came back, I was like, was it where went
No,
she?
I said I don't want story. Did you ask her to stay outside?
When she came back, yes, I asked her to stay outside.
Why?
Because I told her that she tell me where she's coming from.
Is she answerable to you? I believe she's under, but all of you are under the man. And if the sister that lives with you people go out and come back, and you don't understand the movement of the girl, whom you are supposed to talk to is the husband, not to ask the sibling to stay outside.
He was not
late.
still coming to the house. He was coming and often and coming. He wasn't coming.
Did
down
you
the
call
road.
him? Okay, if now that you know that he was not coming to the house and you locked the sister out, what if anything happened to her?
The boy was telling him to tell auntie where she went, where she came from.
That is what I'm saying. How old is this person? He said this lady is 19, so she's an adult. And
She's
the
not
same
up to
person we are
19,
talking
she's not
about,
up to 19.
she's even married now. And as at the
not,
time
she's
you're
not
asking her to
married.
say, Madam, listen.
Sorry.
You listen here. No matter what, you are married. And we should curtail the attitude we display towards our husband's family. Because these people can never stay with us forever. A man that stays with you must one day go out of the house and go and marry. Woman that stay with you must one day go out of the house to go and marry. They are staying there temporarily, so you must treat them the way you expect your children to be treated.
I mean, the girl they are talking about, I clothed the girl from the day she stayed in my house. He never paid 1 naira for the girl clothing. So how can I be wicked?
Please don't interrupt me. You know I will walk you out of my office. Even if you clothe her, even if you're the one feeding her. So the girl doesn't do anything for you. She's not helping you domestically in the domestic world there. That girl is not sweeping for you. She's not washing plates for you. She's not doing other domestic work for you there. If you are to have a house help, would you pay house help that you employ it? He's complaining that you hardly call the mom. And for over how many years you have not even called the mom since you have been staying. What is the issue you're not calling your mother-in-law? Hold on, you're not ready to marry. You are not ready to marry. And maybe you will go back again to the streets. Because if you are ready to marry, somebody that born your husband before you even married, and the person is still alive, not a dead mother-in-law, alive. How many mother-in-law they accept even their first son to marry somebody that you are from Anambra? Who is Anambra from among you?
Abia and Ebonyi.
Who is Abia?
She's Abia and Ebonyi.
Okay, good. A first son. That the woman can even say, come and marry somebody from my own village. That I will know that from my village you are married to. I will have control. Even the mother have relationship with somebody already. That she is seeing a child, her friend, daughter that her first son supposed to marry. And the first son did not even wait for the mother to choose wife for him as the first son. He leaves and come and marry you that lives in Lagos. And somebody said you have child already before, whether outside wedlock or in the wedlock. How many marriage self that mother-in-law see who the son wants to marry and they quickly embrace, come, oh, I like you, come and marry? No. The ones that want to pray will pray. The ones that want to visit herbalists will visit herbalists. The ones that said over their dead body. This woman, what is her name? This pastor wife that usually preach on marriage, whatever. She said she keep repeating it tomorrow that her mother-in-law never loved her for 1 day. Neither did she sit there. That she had never for 1 day said, because this woman did not love me, let me hate her. Her own mother-in-law. She's well known, married to pastor, preach, the whole world is watching her. And she keeps saying her mother-in-law never welcomed her for 1 day. But she was treating her even till her death, or even if she's alive or not. She was still honoring the woman. And possibly, it could be her character towards the mother-in-law that keep her in that marriage that she's enjoying her husband till date. And what makes you think you live with a man no matter the level of the love your husband has for you? You will not talk to the mother, or you will be in loggerhead with the mother, and you will just let it be like that. Yes, it's my mother. Because my mother did not want you to marry me for 1 day. Don't talk to her. Don't call her. Mother, you are not a wife material. You don't behave like an African woman. How long do you think you want to live in this marriage? Even if you jazz the man, 1 day the jazz will fade. Even if you are praying, the word of God must still avail. How can you be in marriage and keep malice with your mother-in-law? You just said it.
You come to my house, stay in my house.
Even if she never say congratulations, the child does not belong to you alone. The child is her Oga, cover your stomach. The children are her grandchildren. And every mother-in-law will wish to have grandchildren. If not from you, at least from the son. There are some attitudes you cannot put on and have your way when it comes to marriage. I keep saying it. Me that I'm a very high-tempered person. I keep saying it on social media. I'm not hiding it. For those that knows me before I married, will tell you how I ever know her. She's a very disciplined person. Nobody will tell you I'm a fraudster. Nobody will tell you I'm a slut. Nobody will tell you I do business with you. But thousands of people will tell you, yes, I did business with her and I tried to touch her, she slapped me. I did business with her, I tried to cheat her, she arrested me. I did business with her, I tried to cheat her, she whooped me and collected the money. You can hear that about me. Because I'm a no-nonsense person right from time. My husband know me to be a temperamental person. But I cannot display it where he is. I keep saying it on the social media. I'm not saying it to please anybody. I try to control my anger. What is it to make peace? I try to drop my ego. What is it to have my marriage going? I have to drop my career and everything. What did I want? I want peace. So you cannot eat your cake and have it, man. There are things you cannot do as a married woman. You came that day. Even some people were asking, what did I say? I told you that day, why would you put this kind of eyelashes as a married woman? I told you. I personally told you. Eyelashes is not the issue here. If your husband wants it, you can do it if it pleases him, right? If your husband, my nails can be longer than your own, if I want to. Some days I fix short. Some days I fix long one. If my husband permits that, I do it. But there are things that if he doesn't permit you, if he did not allow that, please don't allow that to cause problem in your marriage. You must not do what others are doing to destroy your home. What gives him joy might be what attracts him outside. And you do it for him as a housewife. And there are some statements we women should not be making, either by mistake or by anything. We've known men have been killing women, women have been killing men for one reason or the other. Either you have boyfriend, and your boyfriend, you love the boyfriend, and you see the man as a threat to your relationship, you will plan with the man, the guy kill the man, and you just take off and begin to go on with your life. Some men will kill women because of their property and go on with younger girls or even another woman or whatever. But as a married woman, you must be proved beyond reasonable doubt that you are ready to stay in the marriage. 1, your commitment. 2, your respect, your submissiveness. 3, your language shows that you are not willing to go. You have children for somebody as your husband. That is not a criteria that you want to molest the man. You want to do everything because you cannot go because of the children. Says who? What if your enemy died? Won't the children be there? So if you push somebody to the wall, you will get what you wanted. Saying the house belongs to the children, the house is not family house. No, every marriage house is a family house. Do you know why it's a family house? Your sister-in-law is married, she is gone. She's out of the marriage. Once she comes to Lagos to visit anybody or visit the brother again, it becomes family house. If the children grow and they want to visit their uncle, it becomes family house. If your sister comes to Lagos to visit, it becomes family house. If her children come to visit, it becomes family house. Cousin and distant cousin and nephew and all that come, it becomes family house. Every house is a family house. Only you cannot live in the house. Even if they don't live, I say don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt me. You really have problem. Every house house is a family house. Whether they are living with you or they are not living with you, it's a family house. What were you doing, or Mr. James? What was your wife doing when you met her?
She was not doing anything.
She was not doing anything.
Nothing.
What were you doing when he married you?
I just came to Lagos.
You just came into Lagos. So how did you not generate money and begin to have all these millions and millions and millions and millions? You were giving her 500,000, you give you 1 million naira, you give you this and all that.
No, I'm not saying that I'm lying in this issue now. I have money. Even when Imola came to Lagos first, it was my money. He asked me to give him ATM. I want to transfer money to my account. I gave him that. Wait, stop lying on my head. I gave him that thing. He removed that 5,000 naira out of my money. Which I asked him, why did you remove that money? He said, you want
35,000.
Yes, that's
No, I am talking of the millions and 500,000.
I have money. I'm not telling you that I don't have money. When I came into
You were
his
saying
life, I
it's
don't have
4 million.
What
before,
were you
and I
doing
still
You
pay.
understand? I have money. I stayed in Port Harcourt. That is where I grew up from. I stayed in Port Harcourt. That is where I grew up from. You understand? I was staying in Port Harcourt. That is where I grew up from. I do buy things from Aba and go and sell.
You have
From
how much-
beginning.
You have how much in your
When he was talking that he has
Don't mind
money,
this
I
woman,
start, he
no.
doesn't even have a
Let her go and get the bank
Okay,
statement.
He doesn't
hold
even
on.
have.
Look for
You're coming here and denying me money.
I don't like children. Why? I don't want to say some things because I have a female children. I don't want to like talk some things outside. What this woman is doing to me in my house,
This is my money.
I have
But
a
let
reason
God
of
be the
enduring
witness
it.
of this money.
But I just want
Nobody
to
can-
know where
nobody
this
can
whole
stand
thing is
for me.
going.
But let God be my witness of my money. Since you said I
Which
have
money?
my money, let God be my witness of my money. No
Well,
problem.
I don't have
Madam.
any issue. I don't have any issue. You have never given me 5 naira.
I've
Neither
never
did you
given 5
come
naira.
into my house with a dime. If you say you come into my house with a dime, there is a bank where they save money. Go to the bank and bring a bank statement of that contains the amount you are mentioning, how you spend it, how the money came in. We'll be there.
Maybe you say you transfer
It's
money.
a simple thing.
You can't find it out now. Now
I will
money
print
is
my
down
statement
there.
of account.
Print
It is
your
too
own
much.
now that is here. That is here. Show them. You see, it's
The
not
problem I
small.
have with
It's
this
not
woman
looking
is
at
that
us here. You
I
deny
don't know
my
where I'm
money.
going with her.
You deny
And she
my
has
money.
children for
You
me.
deny my
Hold
That
money.
is my problem here now.
Madam, what
It's
do
the
you
kind of thing I've
want?
been living inside with.
What do you want now? What do you want? Because I can't even see where we are going.
don't know
with this
where I'm
matter.
going.
What you do, you people will go back to the village. You go back to the village. I think it's your village that will be able to resolve this matter. But as it is, I know I cannot talk to you. You are too high to be talked to. You are too matured to be talked to. And you are too big to be counseled. And I don't think I'll waste my precious time talking to somebody like you that cannot, who is not willing to listen. The way if you can stay in the whole world and be talking like this and be pointing hand and be raising fingers and be putting hand like this and I wonder how you people are doing in the house. So if you use how much now to give your husband no, he paid your dowry, which is supposed to be the property now and everything supposed to be for both of you. If you come to this place now to complain, your husband is maltreating you, there is domestic violence, he's doing this, he's doing that, we want to look into that and caution him and advise him on how to handle issues at home. You are not talking of the money, even for instance, you give him money. Is it the money that you're supposed to talk? Are you ready now to go out of the marriage? Are you ready to go out?
I'm not even talking about the money. What I'm talking about is what I brought here. I didn't bring here because of money. I didn't ever.
Did you once have? Hold on. I want to ask you. Did your husband told you that you people should go to the village?
That was after I came here. That was after I already have.
They just give you money, 60-something thousand to
Give
buy
me
it.
money to buy clothes.
So
That
what
was-
was now? After when?
That was the last. That was this month.
You said you came here because your husband said you people should go to the village and wants to sell the property. That is what you said.
What I came here.
That was what you said now.
What I wrote here.
I'm just saying what you said here now today.
I'm still saying the same thing. I never denied that. I did not say let's go home. I have already made that interest before that day. He called us to go home. You see, people do not call me. It was when after we went to this thing that they called me back. I have already made that. That was on 16th or 15th of March.
You've already made what?
I've made it. I've made it. Make collect complaint here before you talked about
The complaint
village.
was for what? Over
The
what?
complaint that I made was like he was not taking care of me and he was like threatening my life. That is what I came here to say that day.
Threatening your life.
Yes, making a comment that if I do not live here in life, that I'm going to live here in coffee. That was why I came here.
Never said such. I never said such. All I have been saying is a way that we can go to the village. I said it and I'm saying it again.
Okay, the reason why you want them, want
I
you
break
to
my- I
go
push
to
my leg,
village
Abi.
is for what?
This
For all
woman
this
issue
behavior.
is not ordinary. You can see by yourself. What I want to do if we go to the village is to summon the families. Because me personally have tried on her. She's a woman who gave birth to my children. I can't be happy seeing her the way she's trying to go tomorrow, even though we are not married. At least the family has a secret of her. If there's anything I do not know, because in this case now, since ever these 8 years and I've been staying with this woman, this problem not be today. Oh. The mother that gave birth to this woman is alive. She has never uttered a word. She
Hold
has
on,
never
hold
said
on.
a
I want
word.
to, Mr. James, do you have any problem with her local?
Yes.
Tell me what.
She
is
do
the
put chain
problem?
on her leg.
No, hold. I'm coming. Were you saying not this? Was she carrying low cut when you were
No.
married? She has never put low cut.
No.
Okay. Did she used to put chain before you got married?
No.
Was she putting this kind of nails?
No.
Was she using eyelashes?
I don't know everything the eyelashes.
Okay, this is how her eyelashes is.
This is eyelashes. All these things she generated it after we all this matter started.
Okay, don't you think that you were behaving in a way that she was not comfortable and she just want to feel, let her do this to bring your attention back to her?
No. The only thing I complain most is a chain on her leg. That I do hear what it represents from some ladies and other one. A chain, putting on a chain
On her leg.
on her leg. Went to a police station because when this matter
And you
started,
tell her she refused to remove
she
it.
refused. It's in the police station that the DPO in the police station forced her to remove it on their own, not me saying anything.
And
That
why
how
would
can
they
they-
have her to? No, hold on. Hold on. That is what I'm saying. You know, all these things means something, means nothing. It means something to some people, it means nothing to some people. Yeah. If your wife is carrying low cut,
She
hold
even
on,
died
let me
this
tell
year.
you-
There
yes,
was a day
hold
she
on,
came
let
here.
me tell you
Huh?
something. The first day your wife came to this, where we air her,
Mhm.
Madam, when you came the second time, do you remember what I tell you? What did I tell you about this your hair?
So I look better on her than that way.
Before God and man, I told her that she looked better on this hair than the hair she carried before. One, she looked younger, to another one, she looked brighter. And that was what I told her. Depends on individual differences. But my dear sister, if your husband don't want it, please do what he like. It's not easy. My husband like me on low cut. He can hear me. My own husband wants me on low cut. That short hair, he prefer me on short hair. But the hair I will buy with 500,000, 300,000 is the same hair that I will be. But he said, but do you know, I prefer you on short hair than those heavy wig and all that. But because I don't want to keep doing what I like, I do what I like a little. I will also do what he likes too, because I am dressing to myself to make myself happy, and I also to make him happy too as my husband. Mr. James, sincerely speaking, I cannot say everything you say from the beginning to the end is lie or is true. And I cannot say everything she said from the beginning to the end is lie or true. Okay? Please. This I know where your wife is not doing it right as a wife. I promise you, from this office, you see a difference of her. You understand me? I don't support evil as far as I'm concerned. For those that knows us, we stand for justice. Area that you are not doing well, I will still tell you are not doing well. You must not give somebody, not by giving a woman money to feed or to clothe and anything that makes a man. Attention matter, love matter, respect matters, caring matter. Shows the person that I still care for you, not with money. Everything must not, if you don't rub it on her face. Even for whatever reason, the reason why some of us women go chingom our husband or even tried all this is because some of you are not the one looking for the women. Some women are so desperate looking for you, even when you are avoiding. Some desperate one outside will want you by all means to destroy the home. There are Jezebel everywhere. So if you try to protect your husband, if you try to be protective over your marriage, some of you will not see it from the angles where we are saying it. And when you are too possessive, it's not also good. And if you stayed in a relationship where your wife don't care how you feel, who you go out to eat, what the kind of lifestyle you are living, then she's not good enough to be your wife. A wife is to checkmate her husband. Husband is to checkmate his wife. You don't lose guard where your partner is. That is no relationship. That is not marriage. The excessiveness of everything is bad. So if she's doing this, what you don't really like about her, don't do this, don't do that. Let her not go into it, but it has to do with understanding. It's not by insult. It's not by shouting. No. There is a way you talk to your wife. You know that in this, what you want her to do, she'll be more attractive to you than the way she's going about it. Some will be ashamed. No, I don't want, maybe where you are drinking, maybe your friends, like your own, that reason the same way, we see somebody with eyelashes, say this prostitute. And once you see they call somebody that wear eyelashes prostitute, you will not want your wife to wear eyelashes so that she will not be called prostitute. Whereas it does not mean nothing. Me, I don't feel comfortable wearing eyelashes. I love it so much, but I can't do this because I don't know how to close my eyes. It will just be disturbing. It's like somebody puts shadow in my eye. I fixed it once when I was getting married. And after that, I think I prayed for that gum to soften it fast so that I can take it off. And after 1 week, I take it off. And since that day, I can't even imagine. I don't know how you're going to preach for me to wear eyelashes. Because I'll be blinking like every second. I will blink as if there's something in my eyes. That aside. And you can also, when you are dressing out and your wife said, no, it's not like this. Why are you dressing this or whatever? And she's suspecting your movement. Please, it's not by saying, what is the meaning of all this? Why? You don't talk it back to her like that as if she means nothing to you. Your partners mean a lot to your life. You calm down. No, it's not like that. Baby, no. You can turn it as a joke. For what purpose? You left home, even if it's 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days. If you really want respect from your wife, sir, it's not by shouting. It's not by rubbing it on her. I'm the man of the house. I can do whatever I like. I can bring anybody to the house. No. Your siblings are coming to the house. If you really want to respect yourself and respect your family, tell your wife, my siblings are coming. If you respect her, they will definitely respect you and respect her. Your sister, junior sister that is married now, I believe she knows. I'm telling you, brother, see what my husband did to me. She will still use your problem with your wife to manage her own home, and you will not hear from her exposing her own marriage to you. She will want to manage it. And the only way, the maturity about marriage is try to manage, but not to let it not lead to violence on each other. Your husband is a very aggressive person. When you talk to you have this high tone, and the way you are talking, blinking and turning finger and all that, you are living this person as a husband. If you really want to enjoy your marriage, you can't tell the person with shouting. Is it by height? You if you want to restart them, no. And the only way one is man this for language from one place to another to pay house rent. If as young as both of you, you're able to build house without the support of without your I know that you will calm down and enjoy your marriage. They know they carry gree, they do something. If your husband build house, even the little you can do, if he's furnishing, try to furnish the house at least. Let the house be beautiful. You will not take am. If we want, he intend to set the house, honey, please, anything I've done, please forgive me. Even while he's talking that you said, it's your son house, not son house. Who was the son? The son belongs to him. Will you want to kill him and the son inherits? Is it not at old age son will inherit that father's property? That child you born, do you think the child, are you limiting the dream, the future of that child to become somebody that wants to inherit that kind of the house? A child should be bigger than the father.
Yes.
If the father build out what is calling mansion today will become kitchen to him, he will build estates. Even give that kind of house to people also as a donation. Think, let your dream be high. Think better dream. Don't belittle your future. Don't limit your dream. You aim high. You don't aim little. Somebody build house now, the child that is just how many years, a child that is not up to 5 years or whatever, you are thinking house belong to her. You don't want are you bewitching the child not to prosper? That a child of 3 years will come and inherit a house they built now. Over what?
No, it's not good.
That is not a good prayer, my dear sister. Mr. James, please, with all due respect, calm down. Okay?
I don't have a problem, mommy.
There is no marriage that is perfect.
I don't have a problem.
Every marriage have issue. But the issue I'm seeing here is that your wife don't have good advice.
The family is not good.
No.
Sorry to say that.
No, don't talk about the family.
Let me
Hold
just
on.
give you some key.
No,
How you can
no,
handle this matter.
No, hold on. Let me put one thing to you, sir.
Okay.
One thing is the family, not that the family is not good, but they may, how best they know how to handle issues is how they are doing. I talked to somebody a few days ago. A lady came to complain, and she complained about her husband and all that, and what the father did and all that and all that. I blame the lady and I blame the father. I said, what the father did is very wrong. As a father, you should learn how to make peace. If your daughter come back to the village and is having problem with the husband, and you said, okay, not that the husband take knife, want to stab him. You said your daughter go out. The husband said, why did you come back late? And you decided to, from there, you now come back to the village. Go back. You are not supposed to sleep. You would have even called anybody you know there, let them go and knock the door, and then, or sleep at the gate. Call or go to police station, go and sleep. My husband drove me out of the house. But it's okay, if he managed to cross boundary, go to the village, let the father send her back. Go back to the house. Let me see how your husband will chase you from the house. Ogum, I'm calling you. Leave her to go come to the house. Whatever be the case, if she get there, I will talk to you. He cannot, because of that, he cannot disrespect your father as your father asks you, go back. He will not say, after you come back from the east, he will not say, go back to the east. It's not possible. And your father did not do that right. You will stay there, leave your child that is breastfeeding, a child of 1 year and 1 month. You stay there. You are so lucky that even the house helper, the housemaid or whatever they call the girl, did not take over your house and stay there, be beating your children there as she likes. How will you give that kind of gap in your marriage for a minor something and you know that you are the one that at fault? I was 1 month I don't talk about my issue much or anyway, but I said so that some of you will use some things to learn lesson. I married not quite a month, or barely, I think December, then January or something like that, February. I went to visit my younger sister at the next two streets from house. Then she was living there with her husband and kids. And I went there. I think I had little misunderstanding with my husband, and I went there. And my husband is this type of person. If you're having issue with him, don't narrate him to nobody. Stay there. Both of you should resolve it. Then because I know I have a sister in Lagos, I just catwalk, drive motor, land there, stay there. We're just whiling away time, enjoying myself and gisting in my language and all that. I got back home, behold, my husband locked me outside. Locked the gate, the security, don't open gate for that lady, and he went out. What did I do? I called my father-in-law. Your son have locked me outside. What happened? I went to my sister's place. My mommy sent me something from the village. And my mom sent me something that I want from the village, and I went to collect. But I stayed till around that kind of 7 or so. And he got angry and he locked the place. And just new marriage, just like that, I started shouting, no. You locked me outside. What did I do? I had to call my sisters. I called my sister, called the husband, called my father-in-law, called everybody, called the younger sister. Please beg your brother, let him open door for me. Until they have to do. He said he's not opening door. My father-in-law, which is the elder brother, said, no, you have to go and open the door. Don't lock your wife outside. And he just called the security. The security opened the door and I went inside. Does that mean I don't have money to pay for hotel? I'm an international lady, travel around the world. I have the money to go to 5-star hotel and lie down and be sleeping. You've locked me, no problem. We'll meet next tomorrow. If this is the kind of marriage I want, go your way. I never say so. Why did I want? Because I want my marriage. I want peace. Because I need to respect him. He has to exercise his right as a man. What arrogancy, problem, shouting can cause. Quietness and humility can never, what humility and quietness can take. Arrogancy and ego can never access that route in life. Peace. So please, even if you find out that whatever is trying to misbehave, it's not by fighting. Even if you try to fight, cry to him. Please don't do this. Don't destroy this marriage. Don't scatter our relationship. Don't do this. Don't allow this person to come into our relationship and all that. And that is the only way. He will see you, the softness as a woman in you. He will begin to have mercy. No, I don't need to hurt my wife. Not that she's even challenging. She's even asking, don't do this. Let me let go of that. And that is the only way you'll be able to keep your home. But if you want to deal with gragara, you have this kind of retired divorcee. Now I want you to join the club. Either they are right or they are wrong. Either they went out of the marriage because they did good and the husband was bad or anything. Even if somebody go out of the marriage, she's right, she just left and is the man that maltreating her, she will still encourage you to stay in your marriage. Even though her own couldn't work out, she will still encourage you to stay in your marriage when it has not resulted to threat to life and all that. Then selling beer, oga, no matter anything, that reason of you allowing her to sell beer, you failed on your own part. Because you cannot say because you want to do business, you want to bring business in the house. That is why, as she just pleaded, asked her to should allow her to do that. That is why she's doing that. You did not do well. It's your error. No, you can't sell beer, not even anywhere. If you don't have any other business to do, please stop. I can still afford to feed you people, pending when I establish this business. Selling beer. Let me tell you a lot of things. Like a married woman selling beer. Who is she selling beer to? Fellow woman? No. Man will come there because she's selling to make money. The people that want to talk to her will talk to her anyhow. Who want to spank her bum so that they bring change? Where my change now will be there. That is where you meet drunkard. Who beat your bum under the influence of alcohol or he's drunk? You cannot say, why did you smack? Already the person have hit your bum. And why did the person hit you? Sell alcohol to the person and the person will claim to be intoxicated under influence of alcohol. Baby, come now. Calling somebody wife, baby. Why your mama? Now. Hold on. Madam, I know you will have what to say.
No, you do not see he's here now. They don't put share.
You don't
buy it like
let us
where
go
they
into
sell
this
they buy it and send me and put and go. And you must sell beer.
I don't have money. He doesn't pay for my cream. He doesn't buy me clothes. He doesn't make my.
You
So what will I
must
use?
not sell
What will I
beer.
do? How much do
Because
I have?
she
He
said-
doesn't buy me cream. He said he can't pay my bills. I'm not telling you guys.
Oh.
He doesn't buy me cream. See, he's here. He can't. Why did I cut my hair?
Who has been
Because I can't afford to make my hair
Who has
again.
been buying your cream before?
Why did I cut my hair? He had never. I had all this lying on
Mommy,
this. He's getting
please.
me. I said, I want to get money. I can't be lying.
Hold on.
The man that
I-
Madam, can you
buy
allow
me
me to
clothes.
talk
Then what do you want me to do? I should
Hold
go. I should
on.
be smelling on the road and walking with soap.
Hold on.
What will I do?
Hold on, madam. You must not sell beer.
When I don't have help, what will I do? It's not the only money I have. I have
must
credit.
not
What will I
sell
do?
beer.
When I have a man that cannot pay my bills, what will I do? Should I start smelling without getting money to buy soap or what? Or the baby children cream, you can't even afford that. Buy the children cream. What else do people want me to do?
Oh, this is
Hey, I got here because I can't even make my hair.
Open this door. You can step out. I'm done. You can go out, please. You can go out. You can go out. Since selling beer is what you can sell to buy cream, you should be ashamed of yourself. Since it's only beer that you have seen as a business to do before you buy your cream, you claim to be doing hair business, they auction it, they do that. You that went to the village and spent how many months, you did not remember that you have a shop. You are waiting for the man to come to your house to come and beg you. Before you come back to come and breastfeed your baby of 1 year, whatever. You did not consider that. I don't want to go into all that, madam. It's your character that will even make the man sell himself to you with the way you are talking. If I do, you do. Now, Joshua na go meet o. They no dey do that kind for house o. I just want beg you in the name of God. Whatever you want to do, there is nobody that will ask you as a housewife, as a married woman, sit at home, don't do nothing. In fact, women should be empowered. Don't depend on man. But no, that capital you are using to sell beer, you can as well use it to sell other things that are lucrative. If people come there to buy cold beer and drink, they can still buy cold juice, buy cold malt, buy cold minerals. And you will still use it to take care of yourself. If it gives you feeding money, if it's giving you feeding money to go and buy things from markets, and you know it's not buy you cream, you will cut down that feeding money. You be saving out of your feeding money. It's only an irresponsible man that will see who you are sleeping with as a wife. See the nakedness of any woman and you want to be evil to that person is a curse. You marry somebody and the woman is in your house, you don't feed her, you have once in any way have exchange of anything with her, by sex or by anything. You feel you want to punish this person by not feeding her, by want to ridicule her, want to punish her, you want to bring her down. Your punishment is in the hand of God. If you are in level 2, you think you are prospering. You are not prospering. We are supposed to be bigger than that. A happiness of any woman you have seen her nakedness, your wife, you are sleeping with, you are eating food, even if you give her money, she still cook, you eat, and you want to be evil to her. It's God that will judge you. Because that is not good in any way. What force you as a wife is bitterness. She must not curse you for you to know that you are being cursed. How will you marry somebody you don't care whether the person is wearing a beauty cream, is wearing clothes? Why? And if the person somebody is looking at her out there and the person in any way tip her, from tip is in no way infidelity will come in. You don't admire your wife, you don't care how she looks, but you are looking at it, look at her. Why to make your own better? And let somebody else also admire her and praise you. If your wife is selling beer, the fault is from you. And how to sell beer, the fault is from you. Changing her business way she should do. You have to come to my shop. How can you be selling things that your wife cannot come to your shop? If her trouble is too much, you tell her, if you make this shop again, I'll stop you coming there. Both of you should be frustrated with each other. And not those kind of attitude aggravate angers in women. And that is where you see this disrespect to come from. I will do what what you don't want me to do? What do you care for me? Do you do that? That's where it comes. But you cannot gain or win the heart of a man through that avenue. Please, Mr. James, I'm begging you. If everything you have said you have been doing it, please don't withdraw so that God will bless you the more. It's not easy. You have children. You are just here talking about your wife. He's just here talking about you. If you hear what others are passing through, you will take this woman back home and bury your crisis. If this woman have had what other men are doing to their wives, she will take you back home and both of you will embrace yourself. You see what has been going on out there? Let's bury our shame. Let's not bring ourselves out. I don't say crisis here, but you must not take advice from parents. It's not every parent that also know the right advice to give to children. When they have love towards their children, they lose the capability, the wisdom of the advice they are to offer their children for them to make a better life, better wife or better husband. Because that emotion is already attached. So let's forget about the parents, sir. Let's forget about your parents, sir. I promise you, go and ask people that have ever come to this office who have never failed them. I know where her error is. Leave her to me, sir. Your wife will come back to you a brand new person. There are so many things she's doing in error, which she may not know, and will guide her through. I am not perfect in my marriage, but I believe God has used us in diverse ways to restore home. And nobody have ever regretted. Rather, they come back to appreciate us. Then the area will know that you are not doing it right as a husband, as a father. We will still talk to you. Anything, nobody should tell you that if you help your wife in the house, either for cooking or for sweeping, that you are not a man. No. It takes love to do that. It takes love to do that. I cannot say my husband have not cooked food in that house that I'm cooking. My husband cook food I eat. Out of love. Know that I cannot do it. He do other things. He wash his clothes. He wash my clothes. And I said, no, do that. And I wash his clothes. Even the ones that dry cleaner wash, they don't wash it. I use my own hand to wash it. Wash his undies. Not because I'm his slave. I'm just trying to show him love in that aspect. If I fix my nail, I say I fix my nail. I'm not going to do anything. Washing, I know they wash. Dry cleaner, wash. Washing machine, wash this one. The rest. But the times I don't fix nails, I know I'm not even trying to look psychedelic. I will do the ones I feel I should do. For him to feel I'm domesticated, for him to feel have a woman. Everything must not be house help, house boy, house girl, brothers and sisters, do it. At times you let your husband know that you are truly a wife. So anything that she have done that put anger in you, that makes you to be withdrawing that love and that likeness you have for both of you have for each other, please don't allow the anger to go anymore. Bring it down. For the sake of love you have shared with her, for the sake of the children both of you have had together, don't lock her out anymore. It doesn't responsible of you. That means you are not big enough, matured enough to handle your home. Don't let nobody from outside see your wife outside and you lock her outside. That shows that you are not mature, that you are not responsible. Bring her in. Whatever punishment you want to give to her in your house. Don't let your friends judge your matter with your wife. Don't let your friends judge your matter with your husband. Stop narrating him. Because whom you are narrating your husband to, you don't even know if the person is suffering in her marriage more than that. I've had couples of friends that will come, my husband do this for me. He was the one that buy this. He bought me a car. He did this, he did that. But foul. When they come with all these manners of painting, of trying to sugarcoat the marriage, you think the marriage is perfect. One day God exposed them and you say truth will unveil. And you will even regretting exposing your own issue to them. Most ladies, they are lying. They are the one holding their marriage. But they will never tell you. They will be covering up to let you feel as if their marriage is in heaven. No marriage is in heaven. Solely God, when the grace of God speak in your marriage, when the presence of God dwell in your marriage, you think there is no other marriage existing. And what do you need most in that marriage for? Not even money, peace. When there is peace, every other thing comes. Every other thing you want follows. Peace matters a lot. After peace, you have love. When there is peace, there is love. When there is love, there is prosperity. So don't let nobody come to you and you get angry, you will be nursing, you will be visaging. What is he doing now? You will drink and get drunk. You don't know the more you drink alcohol, it's weakening your skin. It makes you more you wrinkled. You look older than your age. So all those things are things that will affect you, even your health, not even the man. So please, I want to place you on probation. Yeah? I want to place you on counseling. There are so many things you are not doing right. And it's not the way, if the way your husband have explained, this is a family thing, and family can collapse marriage. I'm talking to you, both your family and your husband family, they can crash this marriage to nonsense. And none of you will pick these pieces from anywhere. Because the mother-in-law is waiting for you because you are not doing it well. I will not lie to you. Even if you cry till tomorrow, what I owe you is truth. If your husband shout from now till tomorrow, what I owe him is truth. And at the end, if both of you be at your quiet mood, you know this lady tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. If you go home, your father that did not send you to come back to meet your eighth son, whatever, and say three innocent children that don't even know what transpired, which I will not want. Both of you are to be present in the life of these children. Let them be properly trained.
I don't see even my people who came just want to talk to her the same way you are talking to her. They knew her as their first wife.
Well,
So there is much that is being expected from her. So in this case, Nasty wants us to travel. So that those that are angry with this matter will understand that nothing is there. I'm the one that is in charge. As I go there, I did not speak any. I only told them that we have issues. That's why the woman refused to come. But I have said what I know. They don't need to hear from her. So it's not a do and die, or there is any. I don't know what she's afraid of.
Hold on. Do you know why I said this show? The village you people will go, they're not under this test. Who is this now? The village you people will go, they're not under this condition. Now that you have said it there, allow the sleeping dog, allow everything to die down. Whatever that is the issue, allow her. Whatever she will do with your mother first before she go there, allow us to do that first. Anybody you have narrated to, please leave it, because you are the man of the house. What you say is what will reign. If whatever reason, if you have issue with her and she pleaded and cried with you and promised that she's going to change towards your family, all what you need is to see the change. And if you are seeing the change, Mama, please forgive her. She has changed, and this is what we have, this is where we go. This is what is it. Let this in. So, and that's what makes you a man. When nobody control your home, that is what makes you a man. Not when your father said, no, James, this is what I said as a man. No, you are a man already. What makes you a man is that you have a mind of your own. You can speak on your own. You can stand on your own. You can control her on your own. If you married and you cannot control your wife, is it your mother that will come and control her? No. Is it your dad that will control her? No. The family shouldn't even come in. Her own family shouldn't even come in. You are big enough to tell your wife, sit here, and she will sit here. If I ask you, don't call your father when I'm having issue with you. Don't call. I'm big enough to control my home. You must not narrate me for anybody to call me. Hey, James, no bitter. Hey, James, no beg and hold. James, take out. No. When two of you say that you cannot resolve issue between you and yourself, which kind of marriage is that one? You are both matured. Your wife should know what should be your weak point. You should know what should be her weak point. By now, she should be able to know this is what I would do if I offend my husband and he will calm down. If need be, begging, begging, begging. The worst thing my husband can do to me is when I cook food, let him not eat. It's very annoying. How can I stay in the kitchen? I'll be crying. I'll cook food and wasted and sweat in the kitchen and I'll bring food. He say, you don't eat. He said, I will eat. At the end of the day, he will not eat. And I watch him with empty stomach or with Indomie or what to go and lie down. It's annoying. I don't know how any other person feels, but that thing pains me too much. And if that is only either he did not eat the food or he wants to travel out of Nigeria, I must cool down by force. I must calm down. That thing that is troubling my head, I will drop it. I will look for another way for us to resolve. I know that I cannot travel out of Nigeria. I have multiple visas of different countries that can travel if you travel. But all I need is peace in the house. So I believe she have air and she don't know how to handle her home. And thank God she come to this place. Here we are not here to destroy anybody, so we are here to build and guide both of you on the right path to live together as good husband and wife. You understand me? Some of you are laughing. Don't laugh at me and don't go and tell chairman. You understand me? So please, to allow let's know everybody that hang things in their mind, waiting for what both of you are coming to talk. Please, let's keep it out. Let's disappoint her. Then let her be in probation. Let's work on her. They will guide her on what to do to us of mother, to us of everybody, to our family. Let the family be kept aside first. You understand? That's home can be go if now you decide, oh no, well, Nkechi, bring the children back. They have to resume back to school. Now you know what you wanted. Now your children don't be anybody children. No. Return the children back, they want to go back to school. We are preparing to come back. Simple. You are the man. When you see the change, you know, okay, mama no verse again. I make all report that she have changed. She also do whoever she have married. No, there's no problem they have resolved. Let everybody mouth be at peace. There's nothing that is impossible. Okay? Please, sir. Thank you very much.
God bless you, man.
Thank you.
Thank you very, very much.
I want to see you. Calm down, okay? Calm down. I know it's painful. I know how it is. For whatever reason, anything that is annoying, when you meet with us, tell us, yeah? We'll know how to guide you through. And we'll see it's more or less our own person. We'll talk to him on what to do and how the house will be united back again. Okay? Don't cry. Okay? Sorry.
Mommy, God bless you.
Thank you. Dear.
Thank you.
Do you want to take down?
No.
Okay. Sit down. All right, thank you, viewers. I'm pausing my hair. It's okay. Don't worry, the hug is coming. All right, thank you, viewers, for being with us. Subscribe to our YouTube channel on Access to Justice and follow us on our Facebook page on Human Rights Defenders and Access to Justice Advocate Center. For useful information, visit our website on www.hldac.org.ng. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.